Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good people. It's Thursday, November 5th, and I want to do a very short live session today. If you're on, if you're watching, let's get going. Let's chime in. Let's see who's on today. If you want to talk with me about US election, where we are right now with this incredible election that's happening right now and how it interacts with immigration. Watch this. Join me right now. And I see that some people are on. Hey guys, it's so good to see you. You know that I was actually waiting until we had some real results from our election before I got back in front of you guys, but I just couldn't wait. I just want to talk with you about where things are with the election and what it may mean for you guys, right? Because now, what are we going to be talking about? Biden's immigration plans. Okay, so I'm very excited to be speaking with you guys about this. Hey, Amin, it's nice to see you. It's good to see some familiar faces. Hey, Rose. Rose is watching all the way from Ghana. Amin wants he wants to talk. Okay, excellent. Let's talk about it, guys. We're going to talk about it. Who else am I going to, get together with and talk about what's happening with this election and immigration, but with you guys. So, I'm going to make this kind of short. Got to go catch a flight, traveling later on this afternoon. But I wanted to do this broadcast before I left for my trip. But it's really nice to see you guys. Hey, Aurora. Hey, Delia from Las Vegas. What's going on there, Delia? We need Nevada to come in. We need Nevada to come in. We need the results, right, from your state. Latoya's in the house from Jamaica. Billy, you're watching from South Africa. Thanks so much for being with me. All right, guys. So here's the latest. The latest is that we still don't know who is going to win. Although if you follow me on Instagram on McBean Immigration Law, you see my stories, and I'm very positive on the side of Biden winning. And I'm positive because I'm staying positive because of the data. What's coming in from Pennsylvania, what's coming in from Arizona, what's coming in from Nevada, Georgia. So I'm really looking at the data and paying very close attention to what the media is also saying with respect to the ballots. And it really looks like very strongly in Biden's camp right now. And as a matter of fact, and if you agree with me, just go ahead and put, I agree, I'm watching as well. But so here's where we are right now. According to New York Times, and this page was refreshed just a few minutes ago. We're still at 253 for Biden and 214 for Trump. And you guys know the magic number that one of these candidates need to meet is 270. And Biden is definitely closer to 270 than Trump. And you see that the states here in gray are states that haven't called the election yet. So we're talking about Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Alaska is on the map as well. So we're waiting on results from these states, and the election officials from each of these states have been weighing in on CNN, Fox, and MSNBC and some other ABC News, indicating when they're likely to get some more results out. But it's a very slow process. This is unprecedented election cycle for us, right? With all of these ballots that need to be read, right? Counted, I should say, the mail-in ballots. It's a lot, right? And the states are being very deliberate about this process. It's a bipartisan process. They have Democrats, Republicans, independents who are doing the work right now to get these ballots in the system and get the data uploaded and all of that. So, and then they have monitors on site to ensure that the process is fair, right? Fair process. So a lot of that is going on right now. And so we're expecting some data, from my understanding, out of Arizona soon. based on what I'm hearing on CNN. So let's just pay close attention to it. But my point is this, guys. My point is this, is that it is getting closer and closer to blue, right, Sean? Blue. Sean has given me 4 blue hearts because he knows what's up. And I'm getting chills talking about it, as a matter of fact. Sean, you know what's up, okay? And so it's trending quite favorably for Biden. And but let's see how things shake out, okay? It's not over until it's over. We know that. So let's keep the faith nonetheless, and let's see how this shakes out. So Sean and others, right? Chris, Chris is watching from Philippines. So if Biden wins, what then? What next? What does it mean for immigration? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you a little bit about Biden's vision for immigration, okay? So I'm going to jump over to, give me a second here. I'm going to pull up this other page on my screen. Okay, so this is Biden's plan for securing our values as a nation of immigrants. So this is his immigration framework, okay? His immigration framework. What are some of the things that he hopes to accomplish if he becomes president of the United States? And first thing that they say here is that they're going to take urgent action to undo what President Trump has done. Okay, so what exactly does that look like? Well, the first thing that they want to do is they want to reverse the Trump administration's cruel and senseless policies that separate children from their parents at the border. So they're going to focus on that. They want to end Trump's detrimental asylum policies. They're going to focus on some other things that's happening at the border right now around asylum. They're also going to they say surge humanitarian resources, or provide more humanitarian resources to the border. The next thing that he wants to focus on is with respect to detention, end prolonged detention, okay, and reinvest dollars in case management programs. Okay, let's get to the good stuff. And the good stuff is this: reverse Trump's public charge rule. And I'm going to jump back on the screen real quickly here and talk to you for just a second about public charge. So Biden's plan is to reverse public charge. Public charge, as you guys know, went through a lengthy rulemaking process in Washington, D.C. to get on the books, right? And so to reverse it, it's not going to happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight with public charge. With other things that Biden wants to do, they could do it just like that, right? Overnight, get rid of this, get rid of that. But public charge will take a little longer, but it's very encouraging to know that he wants to reverse it. And then the other thing you need to know about public charge, guys, is that on Monday, if you follow me on Instagram, on Monday, I reported out that a court out of Chicago ruled that public charge is vacated. They kind of set it aside. They said the government violated certain rules when they put public charge in place. Well, guys, I think it was just yesterday, might have been yesterday, the Seventh Circuit Court of Appeals, the higher level court, weighed in and they put public charge back on the table. So public charge is back on the table. It's crazy. I know, it's crazy, but it is back on the table according to the Seventh Circuit ruling from, I think, yesterday. And so what that means is that if you're going through the adjustment of status process here, you're going to file soon. You've got to include the I-944 Declaration of Self-Sufficiency. It is a required document. You must prepare your case around public charge. Okay, let's keep going with Biden's plan. But Biden plans on getting rid of public charge. What else does he plan on doing? He wants to focus on ending the national emergency that siphons federal dollars from the Department of Defense to build a wall. So he wants to pull back funding that's allocated right now to build that wall along our southern borders. He also wants to protect dreamers. So he's talking about reinstating the DACA program. So he wants to reinstate DACA. The next thing that he wants to do, guys, and this will impact quite a bit of you, he wants to pull back on the travel bans the Muslim bans, so-called Muslim bans. He wants to pull back on those travel bans. And hold on. Let me get back on here. So the travel bans are in place, and it is many of them are based on executive order. So Biden can very well come in January and just get rid of them immediately, including the presidential proclamation, right, which is is preventing so many of you from being together now. He could get rid of that as well. And so that's an easier thing to get rid of, those bans, the travel bans. So that's the intent there. If you like this, if you like what I'm saying, give me some thumbs up, hearts. Let me know that you're liking this information that I'm sharing. It's a lot more positive, right, than what I usually share, right? Okay, so Biden plans on getting rid of those travel bans. Next thing that he plans on doing is reviewing TPS, taking another look at temporary protected status, and looking at ways of, it looks like, protecting TPS for certain countries. So TPS is a priority for him as well. And he wants to restore sensible enforcement priorities. Okay. And so this is really about public safety issues and how ICE is operating. And specifically about ICE, ensure that ICE and CBP personnel abide by professional standards and are held accountable for inhumane treatment. Um, Other things that he wants to do. Okay, restore and defend the naturalization process for green card holders. What he's talking about here is ensuring that those processes are faster, streamlined. People shouldn't have to wait forever to become U.S. citizens, right? After they've applied and they're eligible for it. Move things along faster, hold USCIS accountable for how they're processing green card applications and citizenship applications and such. So he's looking to streamline the system. And then what else is he talking about here that may be of interest to you? There's something here about revitalize the task force on new Americans and boost our economy by prioritizing integration, promoting immigrant entrepreneurship, increasing access to language instructions, and promoting civil engagement. That's a lot. That's a lot. We'll see what that actually means in real life. So, but in any event, guys, it's more positive. It's more immigrant friendly. I don't. Is his policies going to compromise our safety, public safety, national security? That's not the sense that I'm getting here as I read his policy priorities here. I think what they're trying to get at is a process that is fair, a process that is compassionate, a process that brings families back together, a process that treats human immigrants as human beings, right? Bring back the humanity to our immigration process. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, so what about DACA? I mentioned DACA. He wants to restore the DACA program, reinstate the DACA program to protect dreamers. I think it's all good news. I think it's all good news. More humane way to deal with immigration. I agree with that, Sean. And then Jones says it is Congress that makes the law. Yeah, Congress makes laws, obviously, and leaders like the President of the United States can set policies, as we've seen President Trump do. So policies can go away very quickly, but things that are written in our laws, like the family immigration system, right? That is within Congress's purview, jurisdiction to manage. And of course, you guys know that President Trump, through public charge, is attempting to weed out a lot of people from the immigration process, and doing so in a way that is really not fair. So I'm happy to see that Joe Biden put public charge on his priority list, because it's a very cruel policy. Um, I always choose people with really hard names. You guys notice that? When I watch these videos again, I'm like, why did I choose that one? That name is so hard. But okay, Sam, I'm just going to call you Sam. Sam. Thanks for being, he says, thanks for being a step ahead with information on immigration. Thank you so much for saying that, Sam. Carla says, policy and procedures is a major factor. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, uh, see, here's another one that I chose that's difficult to pronounce. Says, that's good. I hope that he gives a pathway to citizenship for us, DACA. I don't know about that. That would be very ambitious. We'll see. We'll see. I respect that, but that would be really ambitious. Let's see. What else are you guys saying? Anita, thank you for that amazing information. Um, uh, okay, Bill. What about executive order for families? That's what I meant when I said presidential proclamation earlier, right? Which is technically like a travel ban. It's preventing people from coming here. So that can be he could get rid of that one immediately because actually that's slated to go away December 31st, 2020. So he could, certainly allow it to just expire, go away, and it's a bad memory, right? Or if Trump wins, then we know that most likely he will extend that. So let's pay attention very closely to the US election results. Darn, what did I do here? Give me a second here. Pay very close attention to what's happening on this map here, Bill, because this means everything. When I say everything, I mean everything, everything. So I hope you guys have found this information very helpful. Be sure to follow me on Instagram as well. Follow my Instagram stories, McBean Immigration Law. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you're going to want to do so as well, McBean Immigration TV. And guys, forward this, share this with other people. It will encourage them. Trust me, it encourages me just to talk about it. And let's stay prayerful and hopeful that things will shake out the way that many of us are hoping that it will shake out. And I hope that we could definitely get Biden to 270 ASAP. Should have happened yesterday, but you know, let's stay patient and let's send some positive vibes as we watch this process unfold. You guys are awesome. You're the best. I see the hearts are coming in, and I really appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you soon when hopefully we'll have more news to share about the US election. Guys, stay safe and share this video. Bye bye.